First of all, I'm looking for responsiveness. So if it takes them a long time to get back to me on the first try, chances are they're not a good fit. Now, everyone makes mistakes. Voicemails get lost, emails get lost. Sometimes things go unaddressed. And I've had clients that my first interaction with them was terrible. Maybe they left a lead on my website and I didn't see it right away, and it was a holiday weekend. All of a sudden, it's 5 days later, and I'm finally returning their call. I may not even get a chance to meet them because they're like, man, this guy sucks. It took him 5 days to call me back. What is he going to be like to work with? Okay, so first impressions are important. You want to be responsive. I don't necessarily think that working all hours of the night is responsible. So I don't particularly care if they don't answer their phone after 5. I don't care. The banks are closed. The lender's not working. Nobody's working. So if they call me at 7 in the morning, I'm 100% okay with that. And I set my own clients up for that same expectation. When I get home and it's 5 o'clock, if it's not an emergency, I'm not calling you back. I'm going to call you the next day because the banks aren't open, the lender's not working, nothing's going to get done unless it's a true emergency, right? So I'm checking responsiveness. I'm looking at reviews online, Google, Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com. I'm looking at these different tools. Every broker has a different mechanism for generating leads. Some people use Zillow, and you can tell the people that use Zillow because they're going to have a ton of Zillow reviews. Some people work with Homes.com historically, and they're going to have a ton of Homes.com reviews. Me personally, I like Google. I use Google to build my brand and expand my business. So I have more Google reviews than anything. I don't work on Zillow reviews. I don't work on Realtor.com reviews. So if you go to those sites, I might have 4, 5, 6, 7 reviews. And of course, they're all 5-star. You know how I roll, but it's not really going to be a good showing. But if they go on Google, they're going to see who I am. They're going to see some of the comments. And then having a candid conversation with the person that you're hiring, I think is important. Ask them questions. What do you do to move property? How many properties do you sell a year? What are some of your strategies? Open that dialogue. I personally wouldn't hire somebody that sells a couple homes a year. I want to work with somebody that's selling 20 to, depending on the market, at least 20 homes a year. If I'm working on the residential side, really it's probably more like 35 plus. I wouldn't hire anyone that's selling a small amount of volume. Not because somebody that sells a small amount of volume can't be good. I have many brokers in my office that don't sell that volume that are great. What closing on a lot of deals does is it keeps them in the game as rules change, as forms change, as industry standards change. They're in line with it because they've already closed 5 transactions that month. So they already know what happened this month. They already know the market trends. They're not guessing. They're not behind the 8 ball. So sales volume is important. I think the final thing would be, don't be afraid to interview multiple brokers. It's uncomfortable to interview multiple people because then you have to tell someone no, but it's worth it. You should interview multiple people. And if someone has a problem competing for your business, you don't want them competing for the sale of your home. You don't want them negotiating for you. If they can't handle a no from you and they are rude to you, or they, tell you wasted their time, you don't want to work with that person anyways, because they would be fearful of conflict. They wouldn't stand up to you in negotiations. So you want somebody that looks at competition as a good thing. And I always tell my clients, whenever I'm meeting them, potential clients, I always tell them the same thing. And you're going to laugh, but I say a good broker is expensive. A great broker is priceless. And I have no problem competing. I've been competing with my peers and outperforming them for 20 years. So this house or this commercial building or this piece of vacant land, I have no problem competing against other brokers. I don't care what brokerage they're from. I don't care how much sales volume they have. I don't care about any of that because I know I can stand toe to toe with anyone in this town when it comes to competition. And to me, I would want to hire someone that doesn't shy away from conflict. They don't shy away from competition because you're going to want them to step up and act on your behalf whenever you don't know what to do or you're going through a rocky patch in the transaction, which is inevitable. It's going to happen. And so you got to trust them. You got to get along with them. You got to share their values, and the economics have to work. It has to be the correct fee structure for your needs that you have for the sale or the purchase. Hey everyone, Michael here with Absolute Real Estate. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor, like and subscribe below. And if you want more information on real estate and real estate investing, check out the links below, and I'll see you on the next video.